Literally, Kamara can do anything and everything on the football field. It's Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin coming to you live from above the Heineken River deck at Pier 17.
If he had 1,500 rushing and 1,500 receiving, then that'll push him in there.
Kind of like that Roger Craig, right? 1,000 receiving, 1,000 rushing. That's very rarely been done.
1,000 receiving and 1,000 rushing is not going to get him there.
Right. Not in today's NFL.
Not in today's NFL. But he's got to – you think about running backs that have won the MVP, it's all 2,000-yard guys. So there you go.
Right. Adrian Peterson being the last. Let's bring in Dan Orlovsky, our ESPN football analyst, dozen years in the league on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Good morning, Dan. First things first, we got to mention that our Dr. Pepper Twitter feed this morning is who is the MVP. Patrick Mahomes is running away with our listeners, callers, and viewers. Who is your front runner for MVP right now?
Yeah, it's Patrick Mahomes. I kind of started feeling that way last week when I started to just hone in on what was going on with that position in the NFL. And then if you look at his last 2 weeks, he's got like 900 yards and 9 touchdowns. And honestly, Z, he's just playing like 80% of how good he can be playing, just mainly because they know they're better than everybody else, so they're kind of just going through their games. He hasn't even needed to turn the switch on, but their playbook is just so unlimited with him. And he's the leader right now. I'd say Patrick's at 1. Probably Rodgers at 2. I would put Russell at 3, Josh Allen 4, Tom Brady 5.
Yeah, I'm that top 3. I mean, I don't care about the third, the fourth, or the fifth guy, though, Dan. The top 3, we're on the same page with that. And that's only because Russell Wilson obviously lost to Buffalo yesterday, and he didn't play bad, didn't play
but
great.
Who did he lose to? Who did he lose to? Who played quarterback for Buffalo yesterday?
Okay, now here we go. You getting ready to go with that Dan wagon again.
Get him, Dan.
You getting ready to go with that. I didn't hear your mouth for 3 weeks.
Asking, Key. I'm just asking, who did Russell play and lose to yesterday?
Get him,
Dan, but don't try me, because I didn't hear you say a peep for the last 3 weeks. But here, let's stay with the quarterbacks for a minute. You and I talk about this when we're together on NFL Live. What the hell is wrong with Lamar Jackson? Like, what is wrong with him in terms of throwing the football?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you go back to last year and what they excelled with, or what he excelled with throwing the football, it was work in the middle of the field and the play action pass. And so much was predicated on their run game, was everything looked the same. And so they would get these gashing throws. Now, he made a ton of plays outside of the pocket and then also in their empty package. And the reality is they don't have the same personnel. Their run game's not nearly as good. If you watched that game yesterday against Indy, there was a bunch of penetration that happened early. He was not good in their RPO game. I'd say this, Key, and you guys know this, like, last year, they threw when they wanted to, right? Like, they threw when they wanted to. And it was just, we would show a defense run, and we would throw out of it. And this year, they're throwing a lot of times because they have to. The defenses are dictating to them. And Lamar's just not that player right now. He's just not that player yet. And when you can't consistently throw the ball to every part of the field, 53 1/3, sideline to sideline, and still, at least somewhat downfield with your ability to push the ball in explosive plays, you're limited in your pass game. Lamar in this offense is limited. You can't throw the ball outside, and you can't create chunks in your pass game. And he doesn't have the little things that a guy like, let's say, Drew Brees. Drew's got those little things in his game where timing, he's the best timing quarterback in the NFL. His ability to manipulate defenders with his eyes, he's the best eye, manipulator in the NFL. Lamar doesn't have that in his game, and so when you're kind of limited with what you can do with the ball and then the kind of uncoachable things, your pass game is going to be very, very basic.
Let me ask you this real quick, Dan. Can they win a Super Bowl?
No.
Okay.
No, and I didn't think they would before the season. I thought missing out on the 3 tight end package and Yanda, not having that, I don't think they're good enough to win a Super Bowl.
Dan, you said last night, this is the worst offensive game plan I have seen from any NFL team all season, and I've watched every Jets snap at Buccaneers. This is 2 in a row like this. Tell me what you mean.
Well, first of all, watching the Jets makes you appreciate how poor some coaching game plans are. And then you watched last night with the Bucs and you're going, okay, first snap of the game, you single up your rookie tackle against Cam Jordan, excuse me. That's stupid. It's the first snap of the game. Don't do that to your rookie tackle. And then the first third down of the game, your second pass attempt, you get into a 3-by-1 set. The Saints are playing man-to-man coverage, and you throw a 3-yard out route, a stick route to Rob Gronkowski. What? Like, Rob Gronkowski has showed you very clearly this year, don't ask him to break down in his routes. That's not what he can do. Just keep his body moving. So you're going to have him do a route where he's got to chop his feet and run away from a defender? That's a terrible game plan. The second series, they get to 2nd and 20 because of penalty. It happens. They throw a 5-yard pass. Was your goal to get to 3rd and 15? Because on 3rd and 15, you throw a screen pass. Like, what was the goal in that 2-play series? The third series, they get the 3rd down. It's like they don't have any concept of the ability to motion, create matchups, create leverage. They just break the huddle,